So you remembered me then? Eventually?
I was shocked. You turning up at the hospital. I was scared you were going to...
What? Hurt him? Yeah, I get it. You don't have to go as far as moving house.
That wasn't because of you. I just retired. We were moving anyway.
Why didn't you tell me that he'd survived?
At the time. You disappeared that fast. You didn't even leave your real name, if you remember.
All these years, I thought he'd died. I thought he'd died.
They revived him, eventually, but it was touch and go for a bit.
How come you adopted him?
Well, we fostered him first, and then... Well... Then we just fell in love with him. It was hard not to. I've always said if you'd stuck around, you'd have never left.
Thank you for...
He's a joy and a blessing. I've never needed thanking. You were raped, weren't you? An older boyfriend, I'm guessing? It's only years later you realise the damage they did. I saw many girls like you in that ward. No bloke to support them.
No, he was never my boyfriend. He kept me locked up. He raped me repeatedly, and then he passed me around his mates, you know.
You were so young, so vulnerable.
Well, it set me up, you know. A survivor, always have been.
So's Ryan. Now I know where he gets it from. Which is why he needs the full truth.
No, no way. No, he can't know any of this.
What were you expecting would happen? If this goes to court, he'll find out anyway. If he has to read about this in the newspapers, I'll never forgive you. And neither will he.
Can I ask you one thing?
Go on.
Is he like that because of me? Because of how I was, how I've been living?
It was a traumatic birth. His brain was starved of oxygen.
So, yes, then.
Nobody knows what would have happened. Now, that's all in the past. And what matters now is what happens next. There are no half measures here. You can't just show up wanting his DNA, telling him you're his mum and some horror was his dad before taking off again. Because that would be just using him.
No, I don't want to do that.
Then you've a choice to make. You either tell him the full truth, and you stay around to help him through all of this permanently, or you stop this whole thing now. The court case, contact, everything. And you never see him again.
So, what do you think of the old lady?
I'm sure she'd love to hear you say that.
Yeah, well, she's used to much work.
Yeah, I bet.
Would you have kept me if you knew I hadn't died?
Ryan, I was just a kid myself. I mean, I was in a hell of a mess. I had no home. With everything you had going on, what kind of life could I have given you?
Like him.
No. No, you are nothing like him.
So, how long were you together?
Ryan,
Did you ever love him?
it wasn't like that. He...
I'm sorry.
You're sorry. Ryan, none of this is your fault.
I'll give my DNA if it helps. But will I have to go to court and see him?
Ryan, listen to me, okay? You do not have to do anything. I got you into this, okay? Me, not you. And you don't need it, not one bit of it. You just need to get on with your life and be happy. I mean, who am I to come charging in here, demanding all these things, turning things upside down? You know, Irene adopting you was the best thing to ever happen to you. You have no idea how lucky that makes you. And for the record, you're not a disappointment. You were always good enough for me. I just wasn't good enough for you. I'm so sorry. Bye, Ryan.
Yes, in the pub. Had to lie through my teeth.
Well, Charity and Irene have got a lot to talk about.
Or fight about.
Be positive. Oh, I've actually lost count how many times I've said that today, with Amelia missing.
Oh, that poor kid. Oh, I've been ringing you like mad. So, how was it? Did she turn up? Well, she must have done. You've been gone ages.
She turned up.
And? What was she like?
Decent mum. Unlike me.
She said that?
That's what I feel. Met Ryan.
What?
Yeah, talked to him for ages. And Irene gave us space and...
But that's amazing. So, what's he like? Is he like you?
He's lovely. He's funny, friendly, snarky.
So, just like you.
He's disabled, Vanessa. Got cerebral palsy. His brain got starved of oxygen at birth. So thanks to me.
Well, hang on. What do you mean, thanks to you? How is that your fault?
Oh, come on, Ness. I told you how it was. I was barely sober for most of the pregnancy. Ruined his life.
No, you can't seriously think that.
I do. He might still have been born disabled, but probably not. And I don't need the kid gloves.
Okay, so did you tell him about the case?
Well, it meant telling him about all the gory details, and I just couldn't. So I'm dropping it.
What? No, you can't.
No, he's been through enough in his life. And where was I?
You were struggling, alone. You were a frightened kid.
What if he has to go to court and see bails? I can't let him know what a monster his dad is. I just can't.
And what about what you went through, Charity? What about the kid you were? You deserve justice too.
He was my baby, Vanessa. And I know I'm not the world's best mum, and I didn't protect him then, but I can now by doing this.
You're not thinking straight.
It's the best thing that I can do for him. So it's over.